Where am I? Where am I? I've lost, like, all control over the situation.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare.
Okay, yeah, I was having nightmares.
If you're ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
I had a strange dream. I didn't get to see the dream. The game went black. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember? Yes, I remember. Karth, the one on the communicator. I remember.
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Okay, awesome. I guess I owe you my life, thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world.
Okay.
There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Alright, why... she's the one from the Endar Spire. Yeah, why is she so important? Why do we have to find her?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Okay. Let me see, what options do I have? How do you even know? Bastila is still alive. Oh, I have even more. Forget it, I'm not risking my life to save her. Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila? Number one is, how can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? Yeah, I think that's a very good question. There we
Through
go.
the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course, there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
Okay, so she has like a very powerful battle meditation. What do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Okay. So, where should we start looking for her?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Okay. Well, let's go scout this planet out a bit, I think. The sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's go! Yeah, let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. Can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Cool. Okay, journal entry added. Let me see what it is. Just to be on top of things. You're stranded on Taris. Yes. A planet under Sith control. Now you and Karth Onasi must find Bastila, the only person capable of stopping the Sith from conquering the entire galaxy. You should probably begin by investigating reports of escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. Okay. What have we got here? We've got a workbench. What does the workbench allow us to do? Throughout the game, you will find weapons and armor that are marked as upgradable. These items can be improved by the addition of an upgrade item. With upgrade items, you can use this workbench to construct new, more powerful versions of upgradable ranged weapons, melee weapons, lightsabers, and armor. Okay, let's use the workbench to see what we can do. So, lightsaber, ranged, armor, melee. Let me see. Upgrade items. Can I upgrade this item? Special properties, damage, vibration cell. Okay, so I need like these items, I think, to upgrade it. I need a vibration cell, a durasteel bonding alloy, and an energy projector. And that would make it better. Okay. So I need like items to be able to upgrade it. I see. Pause game. Okay, what else have I got? Adrenal alacrity, adrenal stamina, and the med packs. Okie-dokie. And then through here I go to the apartment complex, it says. Every time you leave the apartment, you must select which party members you wish to take. Since this is the first time you're leaving, you will have to take Karth. Okay. Level 4 soldier. Interesting.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This
It's
is a raid.
racism. It's because they're blue. Don't connect. Agree.
That's how
Bro
we
just
Sith
started
deal with
blasting.
smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
You know what I say to this kind of situation? I say, come here and give him a pretty good whack. Okay, and now we're gonna come here and yeah, smack him. And smack him too. Oh, that was a miss. Do it again. Do it again. There we go. Thankfully, we're here to save him, yeah. Thankfully, this isn't the first time the Sith have come here to cause us trouble, but hopefully it'll be the last. Okay, so this isn't the first time they've come here, but it'll be probably the last, if they're lucky. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? Nago chut chut. Okay, so he's gonna move the bodies somewhere else so that we're not given too much trouble. Let me just... Ooh. Yes, please. I don't want to be that guy, but can I loot your friend? No? Okay. Low security door. I don't want to attack the low security door. It has done nothing to me. Oh. Chut-chut. My new favorite word. Okay. So they don't see many of our kind here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are legal aliens. His name is Larim, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Larim. My name is Ace Window. Energy shields? What are these energy shields? When you use one, it surrounds you with a radiant aura particle mesh and absorbs blaster bolts. Ooh, it can even protect against lightsabers. Shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy before they burn out. And iron blasters will take your basic dueling shield down pretty quick.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Okay. Where did the technology come from? He heard rumors that he had Chani using shields like this, but I never saw anything like them around here, not until a Sith came. Where they discovered the technology is anybody's guess. The shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to an entire army. But the shielded strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters. Okay. I'm trying to decide whether to get one or not. I think it would be a good idea, probably. Okay. Okay. So there we go, Mark. Now your question of why they're using iron and steel swords, they explain it. So basically they've been using these like new shields, and they've been trying to mass produce them because they protect you from like blaster bolts and things like that. And so the only way to really fight against them is with swords. It's kind of like the same concept for Dune, kind of like why they don't have too many, why they have guns on Dune but there's a lot of melee combat in such a futuristic setting, is because they have like these shields that stop anything that moves too fast. Anything else? Okay, so he's got one of the shields, but it isn't cheap. Want to see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. Okay, yep. I'm gonna skip his mumbling. Why do you have your kiosk set up here? I run up a little shop here in this old building, selling basic equipment to the legal aliens renting out these apartments. Okay. Let me see what you've got for sale, sir. No problem, just step here and have a peek. Alright. Alright. Do you think here in this time we can find Yoda's parents or grandparents? Yoda lived till he was like 900 years old. So we would be talking about his probably great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents, because let's say that's like fourth 5 generations before him. So, like, this is, let's say, 3,000 or so years before Yoda was born, rounding it a bit down. So, yeah, let's say his parents are not born yet either. So, either his grandparents or great-grandparents. They'll be somewhere. I don't know if we'll meet them, but if we meet them, we'll say hi. Okay. He's got med packs, computer spikes, parts. Okay, we know what computer spikes and parts are for. Military suit, very cool. What else have we got? Minor plasma mine, minor gas mine, minor frag mine, minor flash mine. Woo. Battle simulator, stealth field generator. What does this do? This device enables stealth mode, a camouflage field that hides the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus the stealth skill of the user to remain unaware of them. The user must have paid points into the stealth skill to use stealth mode. Combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. Okay, so that could help us, like, sneak around if we needed to, like, get in somewhere without anybody noticing us. Where's this shield? Is this it? Energy shield. I'm gonna guess it is. Because there's no other, like, shield that I'm seeing anywhere. So it has to be this. Charges. When equipped and activated, these items project an enemy? No. An energy shield around the wearer. The small power source can burn out when repeatedly stressed, requiring replacement of the entire unit. Ah. So it has like 5 uses. And the small power source can burn out when repeatedly stressed, requiring replacement of the entire unit. I don't know what I would use this for. Because, like, as they explained it, it's good for blaster fire, which I will be receiving a lot of. So it is probably a good idea to have it. But at the same time, I think I would only probably use this in a situation where I, like, imagine I had to enter a room like the one I entered earlier with a lot of soldiers, but there was no droid to help me shoot them down. I would maybe have to do that. Then we have like a few other blasters and stuff. Okay. Well, we know this guy's here, so if at any point we need anything, I can always come talk to him. But at the moment, if I like go to my inventory, I have only 84 credits. I ain't buying much. Maintenance droid, hello. Yes, beep boop 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 beep boop bop. I'm not gonna stop to talk to every single person I meet. What's around here? So, to Upper City. Low security door. Okay, this will be somebody's house. This is a quarren. Fish people. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's this? Okay, weird. A Twi'lek. Another low security door, so I'm gonna guess that's another apartment. Through here we can see out into the city. Ooh, nice. Okay. The janitor. He's seen some stuff. Apartment door. And this is where we live. Okay, so it's a circular building. Okay, so if I go around, we have a door. And then right after that, this is another door. And then to Upper City is over here. I'll have to remember that symbol up there. Alright, let's go, let's go. Let's see what else. Journal entry added. What has been added? Rapid transit system. The search for Bastille. Okay, so that's what we already read. You should probably begin investigating reports of escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. Rapid Transit System. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has a rapid transit system to allow you to move quickly through the game. You can access the rapid transit system through your map screen. On the map screen, you will see a button that says Return to Hideout. In non-action areas, you can use this button to instantly transport you back to the apartment complex where your base is located. In some action areas, this button will be disabled. Okay. While in the apartment complex, the button on the map screen will read Transit Back. When pressed, you will be transported back to the location where you last used the Return Hideout function. Okay, so if I, let's say, went back to the apartment now, here on the street where I am, and then press a button, I'd return here. That's what I'm understanding from this. If you leave the area around your hideout, the transit back button will switch back to return to the hideout, and you will have to manually walk back to your previous location. So remember, if you transit back to your hideout, don't leave it, or you'll have to walk back to where you were. Okay. You should try using the return to hideout and transit back buttons now just to see how they work. I think I am going to do it. So, if I go to my map. Okay, so it's down here, and it says return to hideout. When you use the return to function, you will be instantly transported back to your base, and your entire party will be healed. This function is disabled in most action and combat areas. Are you sure you wish to return to the hideout? Yes. Okay, and I'm at the hideout. This here is not a janitor. Oh, okay. This is so I returned to the apartment door. Okay, so I have entered the apartment. Workbench, blah blah blah. Oh, I haven't had a look at the locker. We've got a locker. Is there anything there? Med packs and computer spikes. Thank you very much. Okay. So now, before I leave the apartment complex, if I come here and I say transit back, that function is unavailable at this time. Okay, so I can't do that inside the hideout. Okay, I can have him add. Okay. Are you sure the party configuration you want? Yes. So now I leave the hideout. Now, once having led the hideout, can I transit back? Are you sure you wish to transit back to your previous location? Alright. What is wrong with this protocol droid? He's walking all funny. Sorry. I'm gonna get distracted also because clothing equipped. Is this combat suit better? This says defense bonus 4. Yes, the shield is going up from 12 to 16. So I'm going to say okay. And close this. Alright, so that's better than what I had. There's Sith troopers everywhere. Let's try and avoid them. Oh, look at that. There's a pod. Is this ours or?
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
Okay, let's see if we can find out anything about the pods that have fallen. Who do you work for? I don't need anything right now. How come there are hardly any aliens around? Do you know anything about the gangs in Lower City? Is there some way I can shuttle off this planet? What can you tell me about the Sith? Okay, he's not answering the question I need, so I don't need anything right now.
Excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Okay. Search for Bastila. What do I actually need to do? You should probably begin by investigating reports of escape pods that crashed into the Undercity. Okay. And I am currently in the Upper City. So I need to find my way into the Undercity. I wonder if I continue walking this way, I will find my way there? Let me maybe ask this man.
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Taris. Look at Javiar's Cantina. That place has never been busier.
Okay, there's a cantina somewhere around here. This is a medical facility. What is this? To Upper City North. Okay. Can I maybe see on the map? No, I can't really. But I can see what doors there are. So my base is through there, but there is another one in front of the base door, which is over here. Question, can I sprint? No, I think like this is the quickest I can walk. Parker. 2 apartments. Isn't this where I said I live? Okay, so what's through here then? Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you know anything about this place?
Taris? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of at any rate.
Oh, so it's sort of like Coruscant. I'd like to know some more about you, Karth.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow. I'm sorry, Karth. This must be very painful for you. Let's take that approach, yeah.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed. I didn't.
Do you mean people of your home world?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Alright. Ooh, I got a journal entry. Karth. You've discovered that Karth's home world was attacked by the Sith, though he was reluctant to talk about it. Perhaps you can talk more later after you've gained more experience. Okay. So what's through here? Kebla's shop. Okay. Oh, there's even more. Cantina. Alright, so there's a cantina over there. There we go, we're discovering more stuff. And then there's a shop over here. Equipment Emporium. Is that just what it says, or because I've got like a hand like I can grab something, but I'm just guessing it's what it says there. Equipment Emporium. That's the name of the shop. Okay. Ooh, fancy. They've got armor, blasters, weapons. Shop droid, what do you do? The droid is too busy performing its assigned duties to talk to you. Okay. Whoa, big axe, bro. Imagine me with that axe. Ma'am, can I buy that axe?
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean
by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Okay, let me see what you've got for sale, but that's good to know that she had ships, but they've been
impounded. The prices on
impounded.
the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Okay, I got that. Where's that big axe? Mail pack, security spike, military suit, Banodan alloy heavy suit. Fiber brace, sunbit, long sword, quarter staff, ritual brand. Okay. Fiber sword, double bladed sword, short sword, blaster, iron grenade, frag grenade. I don't see giant axe here. I really wanted that giant axe that's over there. Darn it, man. Okay, that's that. Why have I got like a yellow? Oh, because I've got to ask her things, maybe.
Welcome to the equipment.
Yeah, I got this. I would like to ask you some questions, ma'am.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
I need some information on Taris. I was wondering how you feel about the Sith, or do you know anything about those escape pods that crashed here on Taris?
I heard
Yes.
a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davic's men got there first.
Okay. What are the swoop gangs? What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davic's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Okay, who's Davic? Tell me about him.
Davic's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davic and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Okay. So he's nothing but a petty crime lord.
Careful where you say that. Davic's got spies and agents everywhere. Besides, he's as much a part of Taris as the skyscrapers or the swoop gangs.
Okay. Oh yeah, is he working with a Sith?
Davic hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine is
Okay, this is good to know. This is good knowledge.
Too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation
We can use
lasts.
this.
Davic stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Okay. We already asked her these things. Let's get going.
Good day to you then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
Yep. Okay. So, in our search for Bastila, we have discovered a few things. We have this guy named Davic who basically runs the Undercity. He's been like giving the gangs down there some trouble, but he's basically in control. He's the big boss. Got medical facilities over there. We don't really need to go to the doctors. And then over here to the upper
you
city.
missed your last payment.
Oh,
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
I don't... No, I'm gonna say leave this man alone and you'll have to deal with me. That sounds very cliche, but yeah. Okay, let's yeah, let's do that basically. Why isn't it? Oh, because I gain a light side point. Okay. Let me... Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. Oops. I'm missing all of them. Darn, man. Oh no, I got him.
I owe you my
Hey,
life.
we got him.
Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Probably, yep. I'm just glad I could help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
Yeah, I think I will. There we go. I think I leveled up and everything.